From raging storms across Asia to high-stakes diplomacy at the United Nations and historic shifts in international law, tonight's headlines highlight just how interconnected and unpredictable our world has become. Welcome to World in Focus, and here are the top headlines of the day. First, a super typhoon is wreaking havoc across Asia. Super Typhoon Ragasa has forced the cancellation of hundreds of flights, with Hong Kong's Cathay Pacific alone grounding over more than 500 planes. Travelers are facing delays as the storm churns across the South China Sea, though Hong Kong International Airport remains technically open. The heaviest impact on air travel is expected to hit on Wednesday, leaving millions scrambling to adjust plans as Ragasa barrels across the region. Meanwhile, a high-profile diplomatic initiative is unfolding at the United Nations. US President Donald Trump is set to present his vision for ending Israel's war on Gaza to Arab and Muslim leaders, including representatives from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Egypt, Jordan, Turkey, Indonesia, and Pakistan. The meeting, taking place on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly in New York, signals a renewed push for dialogue on the future of Gaza, a region devastated by conflict over the past 2 years. And finally, a significant shift in West Africa's diplomatic landscape. Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, three military-led nations, have announced their withdrawal from the International Criminal Court. In a joint statement on Monday, they denounced the court as a tool of neocolonial repression, adding to the ongoing political turbulence in the Sahel, a region that has seen 8 coups between 2020 and 2023. Now for a deeper look at one of the most consequential stories of our time, the recognition of a Palestinian state and why it matters in the wake of the ongoing war in Gaza. On Sunday, Britain, Australia, Canada, and Portugal officially recognized Palestine as a state. This comes after nearly 2 years of conflict in Gaza, where the territory has been largely destroyed, and follows the unilateral declaration of Palestinian statehood in 1988. Today, at least 145 of the 193 UN member states formally recognize Palestine, including almost all Arab nations, as well as many countries in Africa, Latin America, and Asia, with France and Belgium and other European nations expected to follow suit. Yet recognition remains deeply contested. Countries such as Israel, the United States, Japan, South Korea, and Singapore continue to withhold recognition. In Europe, opinion is sharply divided, with northern and western countries historically resistant, though recent events in Gaza have shifted position in countries like Norway, Spain, Ireland, and Slovenia. Experts note that while recognition does not create a state in legal terms, it carries profound symbolic and political weight. According to legal scholars, acknowledging Palestinian statehood essentially places Palestine and Israel on equal footing under international law, influencing negotiations and shaping the broader geopolitical landscape. This move represents more than symbolism. It signals a global realignment in how countries approach one of the longest-running conflicts of the modern era. For the Palestinian people, recognition can mean diplomatic leverage and international legitimacy. For Israel and its allies, it raises complex questions about negotiations, security, and the future of a two-state solution. So that's all in World in Focus for today. Follow the Finance 360 for more.